Right now we're gonna test the GX9 SK1000 position hold, go to XY, slew, and return home. This is a brand new GX9 engine, and the engine is still a little bit rich, but yeah, it should work fine. So right now we're gonna start the engine. So I'll just give a little bit of trim up, and this is the engine start button. Gonna let the engine warm up a little bit. You can see the temperature here right now is 91 degrees Celsius, and GPS log we have 21, and you can see the RPM as well. The battery voltage is that's the receiver pack, 11.84. So I'm gonna spool it up more. I'm gonna set to governor at 1,200 RPM. So I'm gonna go tight up one. I'm gonna do a manual takeoff and then go into position hold. So takeoff, manual. Once I have a stable hover, I'm gonna go into position hold. Just switch here. So 3, 2, 1. So helicopter now is in position hold mode. So I'm gonna let it climb a little bit. To climb, it's just using the collective stick. So to climb, I just push it up. And you can see the altitude as well. We're gonna stop at around 41 meters here. Okay, now we're gonna test the slew control. So I'm gonna point the nose to the right. So I want to slew to the forward, so what I do is just push the cyclic stick forward. To stop the helicopter, all you need to do is put the cyclic back to 0, the middle. And the helicopter will come to a stop and maintain hover. I'm gonna try another slew to the left, so I'm gonna turn the nose to the left. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna slew forward. So what I do is just push this the cyclic forward, and the helicopter will move forward. And then it will show in the map as well that the helicopter is moving. Again, to stop the helicopter, all I need to do is put the cyclic stick back to the middle, and then the helicopter will come to a stop. Right now we're going to test the go to XY. Basically, go to XY is a feature that you control from the ground control station software itself. So if I want the helicopter to say go to this point here, all I need to do is right click and click go to XY. So the helicopter will automatically fly to the waypoint that I just set. Once it reaches that point, it will come to an hover as well. I'm gonna do another go to XY to the left. So same thing. I'm gonna press right click, choose a point, press right click, and click go to XY. Next thing I'm gonna do is test the return home. So if you look at the screen here, this symbol here is where the helicopter took off, and by default the takeoff position is the home position, but we can change the home position as well. So I'm just gonna change the home position. So I just go to this return home button here, and we can hit set home location. So I'm gonna set it around here somewhere. So to go to return home, I need to set the switch. Right now it's in position hold. I need to set the switch to the ground station mode. You go to ground station mode by flicking this switch here that we set. So if I flick it down, it's in ground station mode, and when it's in ground station mode, you will see a lock here, a symbol lock here. That means it is in ground station mode. So once it's in ground station mode, all I need to do now is to click return home, and the helicopter will fly to this home location here. So 3, 2, 1, return home. Once the helicopter is at the home position, it will turn the nose to the takeoff heading, and descend down to 20 meters. The altitude, you can set it. So there's a car coming, so I'm just going to go back to position hold. Right now it's in home position. Position hold. We will try another return home. So this time I'm gonna move the helicopter to the right a little bit by using the go to XY feature. So I'll go to XY, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do another return home. So what we do is again flick to the ground station mode. So when I flick it down, so you can see here the symbol here will show when I flick into ground station mode. So 3, 2, 1, ground station mode. So you see a lock here just came out. It means that control will be passed over to the ground station. So right now all I have to do is click return home. 1, 2, 3, return home. So a helicopter is now turning the nose and flying back to the home position. So again, when it's reached the home position, it will turn the nose to the takeoff position and descend down to 20 meters. I set the altitude for descent at 20 meters, so once the helicopter reaches 20 meters, it will maintain a hover. So now the helicopter reached the home position and is descending to 20 meters. So right now it's at 20 meters, as you can see from the PFD display here. So it's maintaining a hover right now. So I'm gonna take over and land. So the first thing I do is always go to position hold first. So I just flick it back to the middle, which is position hold. And I'll bring it back, slew it back closer to myself. So right now helicopter is at 20 meters. We will do a auto landing instead of a manual landing. So if you want to go to auto landing, you have to go to the ground station mode as well. So click back to ground station mode. Once it's ready, all you have to do is go to this drop down menu here when it's holding. So you can see here it's holding. You can either click takeoff or land. So now we're going to land the helicopter. So we're just going to click land. So 3, 2, 1, auto land. Land. So everything works really well. The helicopter is new. Engine is still a bit rich, but seems to be performing really well. And the SK1000 system is flying really well as well. And yeah, everything going good.
Okay, idling the engine, let it cool down. Okay, thank you.